everybody. It is Tuesday. How are you tonight? Good to have you all joining tonight on this Tuesday. Hey, Kitty, thanks for tuning in so late. Hope all is well in Illinois. Tell me about your day. What are we grateful for today, people? Michelle, live. Great to have you here, Miss Michelle. How are you tonight? Kurt Welty? Kurt the jeweler is signing on. He must be out of spinach dip. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? You have arrived, and it's great to have you here, sir. I've been talking about you a lot lately. Well, I appreciate that, Michelle. It's been a long... and Jennifer, right across the seat, the couch from Kurt, on the other side of a couple of dogs. Great to have you here. Muffin and Stuffin' or something. I forget what it is. I forget the nicknames. Muffin and... I forget. I'm going to screw it up. But spinach dip I got. Hey, Nebraska Angie. Margarita Angie. Cheers. Hey, everybody's getting here live tonight. Everybody's shining in live. Neil's late and everybody's here live. A loyal subject, too. Nice, Kitty. I'm glad people were out shopping, and that's what I heard from other stores in Illinois today as well. Certainly a level of concern, and people do feel it's different this time. They know more, but they do want to patronize local, so I'm glad they were out with you today. People don't want to be stuck at home, but they still want to protect people, so they want to be safe. So I'm glad you have that. Hey, Julie Jago, good to have you with us. Yes, but Michelle, it is late for me. It is, you got to keep in mind I started at 4 today. So, the fact that we're live at 9 Eastern and we haven't had dinner yet, it's been a long day, but that's okay. And we've traveled... I've lost track of how many states I've traveled. I've traveled across state lines today. Oh, yeah, Michelle. A lot of governors are doing a lot of different things, and there's a lot of pushback on it. A lot of the business groups are pushing back. I had a long... Today I'm going to go high level because I have so many things to talk about that I have to unpack. There's so many different things going on that I have to unpack. We could be here till tomorrow if I unpack it all. Hey, Wendy. And besides the fact that I'm not particularly organized tonight because it is so late. But so I've heard we're grateful for the late hour. We're grateful for Kurt Welty and being with us. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for you, Julie. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for you. But you're not the same as you were in March. So you are a better Julie than you were in March. You are a different Julie than you were in March. But the situation was real, and I had a meeting with different business people from all over the country today, actually, that I forgot I had. I kept on, my phones are, why aren't you on this meeting? And it's like, huh? I'm like, oh, let me get on that meeting. Yeah, when your phone and email goes off and says, you should be on this meeting. And I'm like, okay, I will get on this meeting. Yeah, it's a roller coaster, so don't lose too much sleep over today. I mean, we shipped, a ton of stuff today. We shipped probably more than we did in store today, but tomorrow's going to be cold here. We're going to be busy selling coats and stuff. That's good. See, Julie, online sales. And a beautiful day in Denver with more beautiful days to come. That's nice. It was a nice sunny day today. Well, actually, it was a weird day. I mean, so we had sun. I was wearing my sunglasses and I was out and about, and it was nice. And it had warmed up to maybe high 40s, low 50s. And then at one point today, I had 5-10 minutes of hail out of nowhere. I'm sitting there and I'm out doing stuff, and then I've got all this hail bouncing off my car and everything, and I'm like, what the heck is this? Where was that in the forecast? So it is a weird. We're in that weird zone, and business is going to be weird, but it's going to be a roller coaster. It is a roller coaster. And Julie, you literally have a roller coaster right across the street from the Gurney store. Literally right across the street, right outside your front door, you can see the roller coaster. And that is what business is on yet. Important things. Is the Dairy Queen open next to you yet? I mean, let's get to important things. Did you get the good toilet paper, Vina? Or did you get the Costco brand? Oh, that's great. Everybody's here. Melissa's here tonight too. Wow. See what happens when Neil's so late? Oh my. Angie told me I had to pour the scotch tonight. So that's, she was going for a margarita. I said a martini sounded good, and, scotch just pours out of the bottle. You got the Kirkland toilet paper, so not the Charmin. Okay. Oh, no. Well, we got to do something. Well, you still have the Chocolate Sanctuary. Ellen's here tonight, too. Everybody's here. You must have all heard the Welties were going to be on the show tonight. Just finished a video eating Taco Bell in the car because you can't drink and drive. Love you, Melissa. Love you. You're awesome. So let's get this show started so I can cover some high-level things that I will dive into later this week. I promise you I will dive deep. I buy toilet paper and paper towels anytime I see it when I'm in a Costco, just because. Although I skipped Costco in New Hampshire today. Sandra said we didn't need anything. So, there you go. And in a worst case, we're well stocked on customer bathroom. The huge rolls of toilet paper for our customer bathrooms. We're well stocked on that right now. So, in a worst case, we'll have that. Everybody can put a roll around their arm. All right, people, let's start with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. Every night we start the program with the Good Morning, Good Night book. I appreciate you all waiting up for me tonight. I did want to get home tonight. I debated stopping on the side of the road to hop on with you. But I do appreciate you hanging out for me. The Welty's secret toilet paper source. All right, for those of you that follow along in the Good Morning, Good Night book, tonight we are on page 172. 172. Good morning. Words fail us often, but when we put them together the right way, they can pull boulders out of us. Keep working with them. Keep working with them. Okay, so let's talk some high-level stuff, okay? And try not to push me to go too deep tonight, because there's just too many things happening right now. We are in a very, very active time frame here. Let's see. Where do we start? Well, I guess we should start with politics and our friends in Washington. Well, I mean, we got a lot of politics to unpack here, I guess. We have the state-by-state politics, where governors and boards of health and local people are doing all sorts of different things. And it varies greatly moment by moment. And I can't predict what's going to happen moment by moment. There is a lot of pushback, and there is a lot of push to keep things open. Believe it or not. There is a lot of push to keep things open, that you're as safe as a big box. That doesn't mean that people will shop with you still if they don't feel safe. But I do think people do feel safer in our stores and do feel comfortable there. And but there is a big push by business groups, by members of government at state and federal level, to not have a wholesale shutdown of the economy. Hey, Glenda's with us tonight too. The whole world's with us. Even President-elect Biden has said he doesn't want to do a wholesale shutdown of the economy. But he's saying a lot of things right now. And keep in mind, he does prefer the title President-elect Biden to being called Vice President. A lot of people start a conversation with him as Vice President, and because that's what they've been calling him, Mr. Vice President. Yes, you're concerned. Oh, keep on drinking, Melissa. And eat that taco. Yes, do not call him Vice President. He does take offense to that right now. Just a FYI. But that's what a lot of people are used to calling him, Mr. Vice President. Yes, most small shops. There are bad actors out there, Michelle, and someone who wants they can always find one that's bad. Okay, so the president-elect would like to see a stimulus bill done in this lame duck Congress, mainly because he doesn't want to have to deal with it, okay, on his watch. And so he's putting pressure on the Democrats to come to a deal to at least get something done now. There is a lot that has to happen when you're, at least $1.5 trillion apart. And you still have to get the current president to be willing to sign off on it. And there are no guarantees of that, but honestly, it has its best chance in the lame duck session, and I will get into all the reasons why later this week of why that's important and what's the priorities of the new Biden administration and what he's telling business about that, the business groups that he's been meeting with. So we have that. We have, I gotta put on your radar the minimum wage. Okay, if you are not in a high minimum wage state, you soon will be. Okay, if you do not think that is if you are under the impression that that won't be a priority of a future of the new administration, you are incredibly mistaken. And again, I will delve into the details on this this week. Tonight is just a high level talk. 8 days till Steak Day, Carolyn. Not everybody does turkey anymore. This is the unturkey year. 9 days till Turkey Day. But not everybody does turkey anymore. I don't know that. I think we'll only have a little bit of turkey at our house this year. Oh, I just got the updated menu from our peanut gallery. There will be no turkey at our house on Thanksgiving. There will be other food, and there'll be plenty of it. And I don't think there's a lot of cooking going on. Yes, Florida voted yes. There's going to be a federal increase. A lot of the states are already doing it. Counties are doing it, but we're all headed for minimum wage. It's just a matter of when, and I will dive deeper into that this week because it's important. It's important that we get an understanding of that and an understanding of getting your business prepared for it. I've been talking about it for a long time with you guys, but now it's time to get serious with the leadership we're going to have in place here for that. So minimum wage, stimulus, shutdowns, or rollbacks, really, not shutdowns. We don't want to do shutdowns. Nice, Kurt. Nice. You're not saying that spinach dip, that total store upgrade, are you? So at Julie's, you can get turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, pumpkin bread, and green bean casserole. Nice. Yeah, so the minimum wage, that is part of your cost of doing business, and that is full steam out of the gate, and it's going to go national, and that's a big deal. What was my other big issue tonight? Well, it's good that we're all thinking in line. Rose is coming to dinner, Julie. Is Illinois a state we can visit? No. No, Illinois is not a state we can. I saw a Kringle the other day, Julie. Mary Ann posted a picture of it, so now I know what a Kringle is. I mean, you've explained it to me, but I've seen a picture now. Oh, from here we can go to New York, New Jersey, Rhode Island, and Hawaii is where we're allowed to travel. Actually, excuse me, that's where we're allowed to come back from. That's where we're allowed to come back from to Connecticut. And we're only allowed to go to Massachusetts for work. Huh? Or doctor's appointments. I had something else at a high level that I needed to cover. 3 p.m. at Julie's. Yes, but then I can't come back from Florida, Jennifer. Rebecca had a quarantine for 14 days when she came back. I think it's okay, Michelle, to promote small. You're not going to have, you're not going to be having to perform crowd control. Okay? This is not Black Friday doorbusters. Don't do 80% off the store or something that creates a doorbuster environment. But don't say, people want to spend with you. So helping them have a reason to spend early and often is a good idea. Okay? Oh, that's awful. that they're saying that infant deaths could double by 2 weeks after Thanksgiving in Indiana. I mean, that's just horrible to think about. Um, yeah, that's not necessarily a good thing, Rose, and you know that. But I'm not telling you anything you don't know. Um, I mean, honestly, a lot of this stuff with the government is to avoid large gatherings at Thanksgiving, and so that people do not have um, large gatherings for Thanksgiving. Is the big push, and why these clampdowns or rollbacks are happening now. Okay, it's to avoid things and gatherings over the holiday. Everybody calls it Pink Friday. They stole it from Marianne Evans. No, I don't know where they stole it from. She stole it from somebody. But, it is an important retail day. So I encourage it. I encourage you to shop small and to keep that going. And to keep that going and to, shop your fellow stores. Shop your fellow stores. And even not just resale, small traditional boutiques, things in your community. There's a lot of hurt. There's a lot. I had some big conversations today with some traditional retailers, and a lot of them are trying to figure out how to move, for lack of a better term, $100,000 in inventory this December. And, or they may not be here in January, or 100, they need to move at least $100,000. Several of them that I talked to, several small boutiques and such, that they have the bills coming due for this inventory that they've already purchased and brought in. They've already deferred some of these bills. So, anything you can do to shop small and keep that circle flowing is incredibly important all the time, but this holiday season more than ever. So, matters. And so just keep that in mind as you shop. Maybe you could even find some pink toilet paper at one of these sales. So just keep that stuff in mind, folks. I had another big thing. Trying to remember another high-level topic. We covered government. We covered the states. We covered minimum wage. Nobody wants a turkey. Turkeys are a dime a dozen this year because people are avoiding trying to find a little turkey. You might have better luck giving away a live turkey, that goes gobble gobble as a pet. But I'm hoping we don't get to the point that giving away toilet paper is a thing again. That free toilet paper with purchase. You get one square if you shop with the Welties. You get one square with purchase. That's what I heard Kurt's Black Friday promo is. Turkeys are lame. Kurt swears turkeys can fly. Well, hey, so can the great pumpkin. Kurt, I'm not pooping on your parade here. I'm just the great pumpkin can fly too. So there you go. I'm not even going to repeat that one, Kurt. I'll let everybody decide what to do with that one. I had something else. I'll unpack all this starting tomorrow for you guys. I've got a desk day tomorrow, and I will unpack some of the stuff I've been working on and the conversations I've had, especially at the federal level today. Has been very interesting discussions. I have more state discussions this week. It's that I know. I keep on thinking my Thursday calendar is tomorrow, but tomorrow's Wednesday, so tomorrow I have a desk. We haven't had our wild turkeys show up in our yard recently. We have wild bunnies and deer right now, but we do get turkeys periodically as well. But I will unpack it all, and we will dig deeper this week. I promise you all that. I promise to dive into all of this in a deep way, so that and keep you up to date. But remember through all of this, limit your news content. 5 minutes a day. Do not take in too much news. Remember that you are not the same person. You are not the same store you were in March. You have pivoted so much your hips hurt. Okay? You have pivoted so much your hips hurt. Okay? You are not the same. You are better than you were in March. You are unbelievable. You are amazing. Okay? You are not the same person you were in March. So remember that. We will dive deeper when I am more awake and after I've had dinner. So we will dive deep. I promise you this week, folks, we will do it. We will address all of this. I'll keep you up to date on what's going on because there's a lot more going on than you would think for the week before Thanksgiving. So, but I am excited about that. You know, this video and everything I cover goes over to narts.org/resale strong by noon the very next day. narts.org. Oh my, I didn't catch that as a WKRP in Cincinnati reference. narts.org/resale strongs, where you find everything, all the files that I reference, and a link to all these videos so you can watch them at your convenience. And you can subscribe to the YouTube channel You're Not Alone Running This Store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when another one drops. I am here every night at More 8 Than Ish live in the Narts private Facebook group. If you have a question in between, you just email me, and I know I have a bunch of them to return this week. You guys have been very active, so I have a bunch of people that I need to return calls to and emails, and I will catch up on that. But you email me at Neil, N-E-I-L, at ECIstores.com, N-E-I-L at ECIstores.com. We start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is where we start. And tonight, if you were not here at the beginning of the program, we are on page 172. Our good morning today is good morning. Words fail us often, but when we put them together the right way, they can pull boulders out of us. Yeah, I mean, we saw boulders get pulled out of Kurt tonight. Keep working with them. Our good night tonight is good night. Tomorrow we take pen to pad, move mountains, get some rest. How timely! Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah, a Thanksgiving fest, maybe an inauguration. You never know where we could end out. Julie's at 3 next Thursday, I'm just saying. But we will party again, we will be in person, and when we are, I will be there with you. With you, yes I will. I will be back here tomorrow night at More 8 Than Ish, and until then, know that you, and you, but most especially you, Yes, you, Kurt Welty, with all the toilet paper. You're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. It's time for dinner.